Hey, what's up guys, it's Kagawa here and welcome to another FIFA 16 squad builder on my channel based around the team of the week. Today we're going to be covering week 2 and it's actually based around 4 informs this week. Usually I would do 3, but I decided to go with 4 since it was actually possible to stick another one in it. So we started with the formation. It was the 4-3-3 and then the second variation, and we started in goal with Cedric Carrasso from Bordeaux. Really like this goalkeeper. I used him back in the day a lot as well, especially that non-rare card he had, I think, in FIFA 13. This year he's also a non-rare, but he managed to get himself an inform in week 2. Decided to put him into the team because he actually managed to fit into the team really nicely, and he played really good for me as well. Then we got the first centre-back, which is another inform from this week. That is Zouma from Chelsea. Did a really good job for me. I picked him up for just under 40k. As you can see, he has some pretty good stats: 74 pace, 80 defending, and 82 physical. Alongside him, we have another French defender from the Premier League. That is Laurent Koscielny. I didn't really like him that much, to be honest. I picked him up for 32k, so that maybe could be the reason. It's a lot of coins, especially at the start of Ultimate Team, and as you know, Premier League players every single year are really overpriced, so I wasn't really that happy with him. I would wait until his price drops when it comes to picking him up. Then on the right back we have Lucas Piszczek from Borussia Dortmund. Has got a slight downgrade compared to last year, but he still did a really good job for me in this squad. On the other side we have another fullback from Borussia Dortmund. That is Schmelzer. I think he has got some okay free kick stats, at least last year. I used him quite a bit as well. He scored some nice free kicks. I tried to score a couple with this team, but unfortunately I couldn't hit the target once. Then we move on to the CDM, which is Gulavogi from Wolfsburg, a French CDM. And I actually really liked him. It was actually the first time for me actually using him in pretty much any FIFA. And he has some pretty good stats: 70 pace, 80 defending, 79 physical, and all these other stats are, I think, pretty decent. He did manage to score 2 goals for me. I don't really know what it is this year with CDMs actually scoring goals for me, which is pretty weird. I think last week as well with Kouyaté, who managed to actually score a hat-trick in a game for me. Gulavogi didn't do it, but I think he scored some okay goals. This was a pretty nice one. Lovely fake shot to beat the defender and a top corner finish. Then we move to the first center mid. That is a 4-star skiller from Borussia Dortmund. That is İlkay Gündoğan. And again, I was kind of disappointed with him as well. Picked him up for just under 17k. I actually packed him as well, but I decided to sell him. But then I noticed I actually needed him for this team. And yeah, he only scored 1 goal for me, which was pretty bad. I'm not going to show you it. I think these were like the biggest 2 chances I had, apart from the only goal I scored. Hit the post, and from a free kick I hit the crossbar. As I said, I expected more from him because his stats are pretty awesome, and he also has 4-star skill moves, but unfortunately I couldn't really create that much with him. He did get a lot of assists though, which was nice. Then we move to the other center mid. That is an inform, the third inform from this team week. That is Shinji Kagawa, and he played really good for me. Like, I loved him. The thing I was kind of worried about was him playing out of position, since he obviously is a center attacking mid, or maybe even a false 9. I think that would be also a really good position to use him in. But he did a great job. He managed to score 7 goals for me in 15 games, which I think is a pretty decent record for a center mid. And most of the goals I scored with him weren't really that great. I did score a pretty nice one, although I don't really know what my opponent was doing there. You can probably see his defender there on the edge of the box just standing there. But yeah, Kagawa did a fantastic job for me. He's pretty decent at headers as well. As you can see, I did manage to score 2 headers with him. And also, I think a free kick I was pretty close scoring one. But overall with this team, I didn't really have a great free kick taker, which was kind of a shame. Then we move on to the right winger, which is going to be Iturbe from AS Roma. A player obviously a lot of people actually already know about, because I think Manage the Gamer did a video about him, I think a couple days ago. And yeah, he was seriously so good in this team. Managed to score 5 goals with him in 15 games, also got 2 assists. And I think the goals I scored with him were pretty much all the same, just cutting in on his left foot and then trying to go for a far post finish. The first one was pretty nice, lovely shot. And then from kickoff as well, some nice play between the other players from the squad. I think I passed it back to Gündoğan or to Iturbe, lost the ball. I think that should have been a free kick, but we just went through, again, with some great skills. Iturbe, lovely top corner finish as well. As I said, I think most of the goals I actually got with him were sort of the same. But yeah, he's seriously, I think, one of the better cheap wingers in the game. I know he's not really that cheap right now, since obviously Medici Gamer kind of hyped him up. But once I think his price drops maybe to 1k or something, definitely pick him up. Or if you have like coins laying around and you want to spend like 3k or something, definitely do it, because I think it is definitely worth it. You can see me as well sort of abusing one of the new skill moves, which is the heel flick turn. Really, really effective, especially if you have a right winger which is left-footed, because then you can easily cut in and score a goal. Then we move to the other winger, which is going to be Alejandro Gomez, a player who is actually back in Ultimate Team. I was really excited about this one because I used this guy a lot in FIFA 13. He has some awesome stats: 4-star skill moves, 89 pace, 81 dribbling. I think back in FIFA 13 he managed to get himself an inform with like 80 shooting or something, or maybe just below 80, but he was ridiculous. Also his winger card back in the day was also a left wing. He was amazing. And I decided to put him into this team. I picked him up for, I think, 750 coins. He managed to score 6 goals for me and got 4 assists. And he was kind of like the same player just as Iturbe was. But then on the left-hand side, he's right-footed. You can cut in with him every single time you want. And you can see like most of the goals I scored with him were sort of skill runs. Cutting in from the left and then trying to go for a top corner finish. He did an awesome job for me, just like with Iturbe. So he's definitely a player you need to try out if you haven't already. Then we move to the striker, which is going to be an obvious player, I guess. It is going to be Inform Higuain, 85 rated from this week's Team of the Week. 81 pace, 82 dribbling, 87 shooting, 70 passing, 73 physical, and I think he has 92 finishing. And that is definitely something you do notice in game, because he managed to score 15 goals for me in 15 games. Usually you would say that is a goal a game, but Higuain obviously didn't score every single game for me. Sometimes he just scored a hat-trick, and sometimes he didn't even score once. That is the kind of thing that I usually have with strikers anyway, but his record I think is really, really good. Most of the goals I actually did score in were like skill runs with either Iturbe, Kagawa, or with Gomez, and then I decided to play it off to Higuain, go at the first time fake shot, and he managed to bury it in every single time pretty much. So yeah, he was just an amazing striker. Really, really liked him. Of course, the only kind of downside with him is the 3-star skill moves. The body feint got actually kind of reduced a lot, so it's not really as effective anymore as last year, but you can still use it sometimes. Also step overs, of course. This was a pretty nice one. You can see the goalkeeper coming in with a slide tackle, a couple fake shots, and we managed to put it in for an open net. So Higuain, he's a great player to use. He's a fantastic finisher, but of course when it comes to the skill moves, he kind of lacks that area. But it's not really a big deal when you have a lot of 4-star skillers in your squad to do some skills with. Just like this goal, some great stuff from Gundogan. Plays it on through to Higuain, a bit of LT-RT dribbling inside the box, and a really, really nice top corner finish. Really, really like that goal. And then we got, I think, the final clip, which unfortunately was not a goal, but I thought I would show you it anyway, since I thought that this whole skill run was actually really, really nice. Some great stuff from Gomez. Plays it on through to Higuain. Some skill moves as well. Unfortunately, his freaking goalkeeper saved it. Could have been a really, really nice goal. But anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then make sure to leave a like. Would be very much appreciated. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you can hit 3,000 likes, that would be absolutely awesome. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.